Jesus, that was creepy. This meeting is being recorded. By continuing to be in the meeting, you are consenting to be recorded. Yes, that's
You're consenting to this.
Cool. I can see that we've started, so when we're ready. And hello and welcome to another episode of The Three Schooners. My name's Isaac.
And my name is David.
And my name is JJ. And boys, it's been a long time, but we're back. We are back. How are you?
It has been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a minute.
I was uncomfortable with how long it had been.
Yeah, and we talked about like doing it even not for recording sense, but just for us for catching up, and then bars opened. So
yeah,
it was really hard.
You two just forgot who I was. Hey guys, you want to chat? Nah, we're out having fun. Fuck you, Dave.
I feel like if we ever did have a three-way conversation, it was maybe once or twice, and it was probably whilst we were drunk in like the base office or something, being like, all right, we're gonna have a quick chat before we go to fucking Bunny or something. Come on.
Honestly, yeah. I think we've kept the hospitality industry going in this city just on maybe our group of mates, potentially. But it's good to have everyone back. It has been quite a while. Quite a few things.
How long's it been? Surely a month.
An amount of time. That's something that we definitely should have looked up beforehand. That's the level of organization you come to expect from the Three Schooners.
That's it.
You would think this is a well-oiled podcast. It's not.
It's not a well-oiled podcast. But let's try to do that today, right?
Wait, people have still been listening now, haven't they? Say well-oiled.
Yeah, they have. This is. So you know how we're being that well-oiled.
Do you want to talk?
Yeah. Let's get on the beers. Theme tune!
On the beers, that's your civic duty. That's what's most important, and that's what must be done. Beers, beers, beers. Get on the beers, and that's what must be done.
You both forgot about the theme tune, didn't you?
No, I didn't forget. I thought we were going to get there.
Yeah. So
that's why I popped my beer out.
Speaking of them, I play that in the bar. I play that. It's on Nightlife, the program we use, and I play it in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're coming up here soon.
Yeah, they're going to go see them, aren't you?
I was hoping you'd say that, but yes, I'm going to go see Mashd'n'Kutcher. Matt spoke to him. Believe, you're up in Townsville on the 18th. Believe you're playing. Can I come? And yeah, pretty much.
Cool. There's also Adam. He's also there.
Oh yeah, Adam as well.
The handsome one. Sorry, Matt, but the handsome one. Matt's the clever one? No, Adam's still the clever one. Sorry, Matt.
just Matt's just an extra pair of hands, eh?
He can play the piano well.
Yeah.
He's a good pianist.
He is a good pianist.
He has a good penis.
I always have to really think about when I'm going to say that. Pianist.
Really hard.
Just say penis.
So are we back from the theme song, or is this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Since getting on the beers, JJ, what beer have you got today?
Oh yeah,
Boys.
That's the whole reason for the beers, isn't it?
What do you think I've got?
I think you have exactly what we think you have.
I think
they've been in the fridge for 4 months, waiting for this moment.
We're all going to say it together?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Contras.
I got you, boys. Yeah, it's like $100 a case, and I'm very poor right now.
Really?
Yeah, $100 a case.
Who would have thought of that? COVID, the world's going to shit, and the price of Desperados goes through the roof.
Well, it's because they come from Mexico. There's a water shortage.
They don't, though. They don't. They're not nice. In fact, they get sued because they use the word tequila flavored when they're not got actual tequila in them, and they're made in Holland, I think.
What? That's ridiculous.
My life's a lie. Fuck it. I knew that was shit beer. Wait, so what beer are you drinking? Give us.
I'm Carlton Draft.
Oh, Carlton Draft.
Carlton Draft.
Horrendous.
Right, for anyone that knows me and has ever came into a bar with me, I will walk up to the bar and go, give me your shittest beer, because I hate IPAs. They make no sense. They don't taste nice. So I'd rather just pay for a bog standard shit beer. And that's what I've got here, Carlton Draft.
You don't like IPAs?
Nah.
I could drink like one or two and then I want to
I've been through this with you before. The reason IPAs exist is they had to transport beer from the UK to India and they kept going off. So they added more hops or some shit like that so that they would survive the trip. And no one liked them, but they drank them because they were alcohol. And suddenly they became cool.
Yeah, I hate it when uncool things become cool.
Yeah, like Dave for that one day.
I am so cool, man.
Yep. Anyway, what are you drinking, Dave?
I have mixed it up. Always went for those pale ales you were slagging off, but I've became basic. I don't know if it's okay to say.
Is that a Rona? Yeah, you have.
Rona.
Oh,
it's so refreshing, man. It's that refreshing. I've actually drank most of it already. I've got a lemon in it though. Lemon
Not
or
a lime.
lime and Corona. But,
A lime.
Is it a lime?
Yeah.
I'm quite partial to a lemon.
See, Dave, you're drinking a Corona, but you have to be like 45 years old, very overweight, sitting in a bar in London with a bald head to drink Corona. That's like the bog standard Corona drinker.
Yeah. It could be how I'm going soon.
so apparently, someone told me that they used to have a different recipe and it was really tasty. And then they changed up the recipe and it was really shit. So then they did the whole marketing campaign of like putting a lime in there so that you couldn't really taste the shitty beer. But then I've also read that the lime was put in there to stop flies from going in there.
Right. I have also heard that you put limes in it because of the citrus on it. And it was because rats would pee on the end of the bottles when they're stored. And then you put the citrus in and it gets rid of the rat pee. I feel
Right, well, that's not science.
As I was saying that, I have definitely been lied to.
So
Do you know when you start saying it out loud, you're like, oh, I'm an idiot.
going by that logic, you're telling me that the place that makes orange juice is the one with cleanest facility.
There's citrus everywhere.
I bet no one got COVID there. Nice and clean in there.
Yep. Isaac, what are you drinking, mate?
I'm drinking a Dayton beer blood orange Napa. It's a nearly energetic IPA.
It's nice. It's nice to see you're still consistent in getting shit on the head.
No, this was at BWS. This wasn't even from Aldi.
Look at the logo. It's
it's a lightning bolt. It's like Thor meets Dave.
It's Door.
It's
Safe.
You know things about beer. What's a Napa?
Napa.
Yeah, it's an NEIPA. It's like a New English IPA. Bam! I know things about beer.
Yes. Is that a thing? Speaking of beer, I'm going to do a shout out. My Uncle Mark, he's a master brewer. He's just won a master brewer. It's like a brewer, but you're a master. Okay. I actually think he is a master brewer. I just say that to people to make him sound cool. But anyway, he's very knowledgeable about beers, and he's just won Australian International Awards for his beer.
An Australian International Award.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. But now you got. Is this like
those Aldi awards where there's like, we won top 5 wines at this award ceremony?
Yeah.
They're 5 wines?
Yeah. My beer was the only beer that entered, and I won.
But a big shout out.
Yeah, it's good. And he won Melbourne Gold, Melbourne Beer Awards Gold or something.
Well done. What's his beer called?
Don't know.
Oh, fuck.
That is the worst shout out ever. Yeah, Uncle's beer that I don't know. That's like if Elise told her customers, they're like, "Oh, you should listen to my boyfriend's podcast." Oh, what's it called? Oh, I don't know.
It's one of them. It's
really good though. Yeah.
It's
the two budgies, something like that.
Yeah. It's called a truffle ale. It's made by the Blackwood Valley Brewing Company.
Oh, there we go. That's all we need.
There we go. That's enough of a shout out to be
I don't think it's cheaper.
Can we get a cheers, boys? It's been a while. Cheers.
I actually need to get another one because I've rinsed through this delicious and nutritious Corona.
Cricket. Right. Whilst you run away and get another one. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
We'll do a drink.
Cheers.
Smashing.
Right, I'm running to get another one. You two hold the podcast while I'm away. Okay?
So these Carlton drafts didn't set me back very much coin.
Oh, segue. I like it.
That's good, wasn't it? Talking about coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, all types of cryptocurrency. Do you agree?
Right, I say for the people that don't give a fuck in listening, maximum 10 minutes. We're allowed to talk about this for maximum 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Did
he just do a sexy
segue? He did a very sexy segue talking about cult draft, lack of coins, crypto coins.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, I won't get it. I don't get it. Don't get crypto. So basically, while I'm living on this tropical island, which is basically like living on the moon. Are
you on the moon?
It feels like it's.
Is there much
to the moon? To the moon.
To the moon. Well, speaking of the moon, it was because of what's his name? Elon Musk, and he sends things into space, and he did things with cryptocurrency. That was the shittest segue.
Wow.
Knowledge.
Jesus.
Absolute Dave showing his absolute crypto knowledge there.
Yeah. I read it.
Elon Musk did a thing and then things happened.
I read it on the Daily Mail. Yeah.
So I think
Elon Musk did a thing and now things are happening. Yeah.
Please stop reading the Daily Mail, Dave. Please stop.
I don't really. Do you know what I hate? Do you know what I actually hate about news outlets now? When like they'll click on something and you'll be like, subscribe to read the whole story. I'm like, nah.
Oh, there's a way, right? So top tip. I don't know if it still works, but the New Yorker, very famous news outlet. If you put a dot at the end of the link, like a full stop dot at the end of it, I don't know if it still works. It takes you onto the paid website for free.
That's superb.
Yeah.
Can't you just use AdBlock? I thought AdBlock disabled the frame.
Nah, there's still tracks. Still wants you to log in and shit.
Nah.
What's AdBlock?
That's a whole.
Anyway, back to crypto. So our crypto journey recently, Isaac, I think all really began with a little token called SafeMoon, did it not? That's when everything started.
It did.
Going.
Good old SafeMoon.
SafeMoon.
That is just so shit and has no inherent value. And we knew this.
Yeah.
We knew and know currently.
What's SafeMoon?
SafeMoon is a deflationary token. So basically, it started with 1 trillion of itself.
One quadrillion. Sorry,
I got the decibels wrong. 1 quadrillion of itself. And every time someone buys or sells it, a small percentage of what they
not buys, sells or trades.
I thought buy, you lose 10% as well.
Why would you buy why would you lose 10%?
That's why it's fucking stupid. Inflationary.
No.
You have just started this already. I'm so more confused.
There are other. That's why you have to set the slippage to 12, because it takes up that 10%.
No. The reason that slippage is at 12. Sorry for everyone listening. The reason the slippage is at 12 is because the price was so volatile. So the price changed by so much that it could have been minus 12% or plus 12% when you bought it. And that's what slippage means.
I think if you actually look at your transactions, you've lost that 10 as well.
Hello, listeners. What have you done?
Anyway, we all bought some SafeMoon.
Do you come here often?
We bought some SafeMoon. A few of us made a little bit of coin on it. Not Bitcoin.
Are you rich? That's what I want to know. I want to know the pressing questions. Are you rich?
No.
Okay. What's the
because
point?
There's this thing of like when you make the profit and instead of taking the profit, you go, this is easy. Let's do it again.
Greed.
Greed. That's all.
So I look at cryptocurrency like gambling for intelligent people. That's what I call it.
It's not. It's
just gambling.
It's just gambling for fucking idiots. Absolutely. But there's all sorts of all these coins appearing everywhere. Like you told me about your mate that's got a coin called Cum Rockets.
I bought into Cum. Do you want to? I'll give you a list of all the ones that I have owned or do own at the moment. Right? SafeMoon, Cum Rockets, Finecoin, Stop Elon, Fuck Elon, Elongate. I've got like 8 now.
What have you got? Bonfire?
I never bought Bonfire. I knew it was a fucking
gamer token. There was a few. Guys, that's a very dry subject. So
basically,
I just don't
people
get
made millions of dollars like overnight in the most ridiculous thing ever, in a very unique financial setting that hasn't really been done before because it's unregulated. You can access it through your fucking smartphone. So in America, you can do it leveraged as fuck. You can kind of do that here as well. But like, which means you can put $100 in, but actually be putting in $10,000, which means when you lose it, you lose everything. And it's fucked. The whole thing's fucked. But it's
mental.
Cool.
Like I've been in like all these different crypto groups and people, like I've seen, I'd say upwards of 40, 50 people within the last 4 months go from having $10,000 to over $1 million.
Really?
Like, yeah, easy.
So basically it started because Elon Musk said, I'm going to start using, was it Bitcoin or Dogecoin?
No, that's not really what started. So it's called a bear and a bull market. So a bull market is when it goes up the way. A bear market is when the prices,
and a bear goes, "Arr."
And comes and does it do? Just for all our lady viewers out there.
The bear goes, "Arr," but like in a downwards, "Arr," and the bull goes, "Arr." Yeah, that's the bear and the bull.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how JJ and Isaac explain most things to me.
Could you imagine a dedicated video on us explaining financial markets, but like that?
The cow goes moo.
But yeah, like some people have earned so much money that they could buy themselves like 12 diamond rings. But talking about rings,
12 diamond rings.
I was going to say, it sounded like. But so, can you still get rich off it right now, or is it?
Nah, we're in a very. What kind of market are we in?
Possible.
What kind of market are we in?
Potentially a market. But you said, talking of rings, you were going to say something.
Talking of rings, Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul.
Oh, he's good with the segues today, isn't he? I watched a bit of it. Did you watch it?
I watched it. I watched all of it.
This is another thing that really confused me. I didn't realize he wasn't a boxer. He was a YouTuber.
Yeah, that's the
arrogant wanker YouTuber.
That's like one of us becoming super famous and then getting in the ring with Floyd Mayweather.
That's his second boxing match.
I couldn't. I'm too pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, the guy went toe to toe with Floyd Mayweather for 8 rounds, 3 minutes a round. 3 8s are?
Sorry, what?
Well, I was just watching Dave's face there.
Numbers!
So he went 24 minutes with arguably the world's best boxer and didn't get knocked down.
This is the thing I'm finding.
But he's in retirement and shit, right? Like,
yeah, but he's still the world's best boxer. Like he's 50 and
Muhammad Ali. Come
on.
Well,
Joe Calzaghe was great.
Alive.
Joe Calzaghe had something like 50.
I'm talking about active people that are still fighting this day.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Joe Calzaghe is not fighting anymore.
I don't like Logan Paul, but he absolutely, you know what? He went the distance. I don't think Mayweather was in any way, shape, or form fighting at his best. But Logan Paul's also twice his size, half his age, and has got a reach that is so much further than Floyd Mayweather's.
So what was he YouTubing? What did he do?
Well, he started on Vine.
Okay. Do you remember Vine?
That was TikTok before TikTok.
Yeah. So he started there, and then he went from Vine to YouTube with him and his brother. There's Logan, there's Jake Paul as well. I can't remember which one of them.
I've heard of Jake Paul.
Yeah, one of them went into that forest in Japan where people killed themselves and was just like filming it, laughing that people had died and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, man. It was really odd.
Yeah, internet.
Yeah, they're not nice people. But then Logan Paul became famous kind of again. They done songs and stuff that like 14-year-old girls liked. And then Logan Paul, I got interested in because he started unpacking Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah. Didn't he sell them on eBay?
He's got $150,000 Charizard around his neck. That's the one thing I know about the whole boxing match. The whole thing is that he had a Charizard. Nerd, me.
Like a necklace?
Yeah, he had a PSA 10. Yeah, that he came out with, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyone that doesn't know what that means, a PSA 10 is literally the most top quality Pokemon cards you could get. Like a Charizard's the highest value one. It's got to be perfectly centered in the print. There's no tearing around the edges.
Do you still have Pokemon cards?
No, but Yasmin's brother has got a full first edition set.
I've got,
actually wet.
I've got a folder back home. It's in my mum's house, and I've got some real fucking rare ones.
Oh,
And
that's vacuum sealed.
I've still got all mine.
I've left it there, and I'm waiting for the day that they're.
I don't know where. I've got mine here. Mine are all here.
I don't think they are vacuum sealed. Shit.
Oh no.
But they've been kept in a cupboard somewhere. I hope moths or mice have got
my
them.
cousin trades them actively now. So he goes on eBay and sources them and finds booster packs that haven't been opened and like.
Did you ever play them? Like they were actually kind of entertaining to play.
We played, but we never had energy rules. So we would play without the energy tokens because they were lame as fuck.
Yeah. I remember I think I went to somewhere like Tenerife or something like that when I was younger, just when Pokemon cards became a thing, and they were selling all these fake Pokemon cards that were like ultra shiny. Like they weren't just shiny. They
Shiny
were
everywhere. And they end up being stickers.
Yeah, you just peeled them off.
Yeah, my mum got me them.
And they were laced with narcotics.
It'd be unbelievable.
The kids started tripping balls.
I used to trade them with kids at school, and I used to, like, biggest grifter ever, would convince them that they were ultra rares and then would get real Pokemon. So on the back, it doesn't even say Pokemon. It says like Pokemans or something dumb like that. And it's like, I don't know, Bolmander. And it's an electric type Pokemon. It's like, what the fuck is this? But special. It's in the Japanese series. It's going to be in the next 150. Trust me, bro.
I remember children of Victoria. If you feel that you've been scammed by Isaac, call 1-800 help us get him back.
I did the exact same thing with Crazy Bones. I don't know if you guys had.
Oh my god, Crazy Bones! I remember them.
I remember. Like all the generations of dumb shit that we had as kids. I scammed my god.
And now you've moved on to crypto, just random coins.
Stop Elon for the win.
It started off young. I remember in school, our teacher confiscated them. If you found them, we confiscated. And then the teacher's drawer became a gold mine. It was like, if you break into the teacher's drawer, you get everyone's cards.
That's the vault.
Liverpool, everyone.
It was,
They opened that drawer today and it's worth like $500,000.
Yeah. So
it's the same teacher, Mrs. Dudley or something. She's sitting there. Oh, those are my Pokemon cards.
You mean Miss Charizard 9000?
Yeah, she's fucking rich. She's super rich now. She probably owns one of those cryptocurrencies, Charizard coin. Coin. So could going back to that, could I just make up a coin tomorrow, like Dave coin?
That's a whole. Yeah. We were looking into
Is that a thing?
When we're in the bull market. Everyone was making money.
Oh my god!
when everyone was making money and everything was going up, we were planning and had an initial meeting, and we were on turn for our second meeting.
Who's we?
Because myself,
I wasn't in this meeting,
and a few other people.
Oh no, you were invited. We've got a little group chat that goes between us all, and I did put it in there asking if anyone would be interested, and you just didn't get fucking back to me, Dave. So that's perfectly fine.
I actually don't remember this, but
well, that's your own.
This
fault.
is like Ellen. I was invited to the party, but I didn't come. That was a
what are you
joke.
talking about? What are you talking about?
It's been a long day.
It's been okay.
But what I do find weird with crypto is I read something though, like the police. I read an article. A police raided this house, and because they saw the heat signatures from a helicopter.
Yeah.
And they raided the house, and they thought it was a cannabis farm. And when they got in there, it was just like loads of computers hooked up to mine, which confuses the fuck out of me as well. When you mine something.
Yeah, the term used is mining, but essentially what it is all these computers are logged into, we'll call it a website for the ease of everything, logged into a website, and on this website there's all these math problems, and all these computers are trying to figure out the math problem first, and when they do that, they get rewarded by getting given cryptocurrency.
This is why I know I'd be fucked in cryptocurrency, because you did 3-8 and I almost melted with that question.
But it's the computers doing the maths, not you.
But if I own a computer, it's probably from 2009.
Got the same math skills.
Yeah, it's as stupid as me. Sometimes when I press like the on button, it's like, Dylan, time to learn.
Jesus Christ.
And when I press the right buttons, little lights go off and it makes satisfying noises.
Talking about lights going off.
Ooh.
The lights have went off here. All the disco lights have went off. We're not allowed to go out anywhere.
Yeah, you guys, he's fucking on fire.
That was so smooth.
Out of
We're
the
busting
game.
out all the topics. We should do this every time. It's way better.
We should actually, well, so you're basically saying we should have a plan before we start recording.
Just more than one topic, I think, is it?
Like that flow chart I once made.
Fuck
You and your
flow
fucking
chart.
flow charts. Can someone mute Dave? Just go. Like I say that, like there's heaps of us. JJ, can you mute Dave? Right, yeah, lights have gone off.
Yeah, the
So for
lights
those
have
that
gone
don't
off.
know, we're in Victoria, which is in Melbourne, which is in Australia. Well, you're not.
Oh, yeah, you're not.
Right, fuck, yeah, you're not. Fuck.
No.
JJ and I are, and we
Yes.
are back in lockdown for lockdown version 4.0.
Which one is this? 4.
Lockdown 4.0, more lockdown. This one's titled.
What are you doing down there? Do you just not wash your hands? What's going on?
4 locked,
No.
4 down.
4 locked, 4 down.
That is actually ridiculous that you're in the
Yeah,
fourth
that's,
lockdown now.
In South Australia.
I'm actually able to get my vaccination because I have a disability and stuff. So I called up today about it, and you cannot get through.
Really?
Oh,
You were probably calling our good friend Adam Wilson. So-
Yeah, why did I just phone him directly?
So we've got a bunch of friends and a bunch of the staff at the hostel at base that I work at and guests and everything. I reckon I know probably 15 plus people that work in this call center and their job is booking people's COVID vaccinations. And
What is the rollout here? Because Australia's doing really bad with it, aren't they?
it is, but it's a supply issue. Everyone's going to blame the federal government. I don't want to get into that conversation, but there was a bunch of reasons.
You love ScoMo.
I definitely
You
don't.
love
But there were
ScoMo.
supply issues, and it is what it is. But basically, we don't have enough vaccines to keep up with the vaccination demand, really.
Well, we are on the other side of the world.
Yeah, but we have CSL is one of the biggest biotech companies in the world. I don't want to get into details there, but they are manufacturing AstraZeneca and
Here in Australia.
yes, in South.
There's Pfizer and AstraZeneca, and I don't know the difference between them. But I do know my next door neighbor. Well, she's not. She's moved now. One of my friends worked for AstraZeneca. Shout out. You know who you are. If you're listening, you're probably not listening. I don't know if I don't want to say their name because I don't know if that would get them in trouble. I don't know if you're meant to disclose that information when you work for like for a big pharmaceutical company. I feel like you're not.
P-Dog, B-Dog.
It's a girl. It's a girl. So yeah, P-Dog.
V-Dog.
V-Dog. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, don't know the difference. Yeah, don't know the difference between AstraZeneca and
Basically,
and
if you're under the
Pfizer.
age of 40, I don't know if it's 40 or 50, you're more likely to get blood clots using the AstraZeneca one than the Pfizer
Okay.
one. So if people under the age of, I think it's 50, are recommended to get the Pfizer one, but that's the one that we've actually not got a lot of in the country at the moment.
So this is what I found weird. Is like they were making the vaccine, and now both of them are readily available. Like it was like, I don't know, did they both become available pretty much at the same time?
So they were being used in other countries and had been approved before Australia even like fucking approved, before the TGA gave them the tick of approval. So they were already being rolled out in the UK before I believe
Right.
TGA said yes. So what we're hearing about making them is we were kind of like stockpiling, waiting for proper approval, all that kind of stuff. And then it kind of got the thumbs up. And then we didn't have COVID. So who cares? Who needs a vaccine when you don't have the illness, right? And then now Victoria's got it again. Everyone's like, why weren't we vaccinated? It's like, well, you didn't, you're 60 and you didn't go to the fucking vaccination clinic, did you? It's like, no. It's like, well, it's your fault. Fuck you.
Did it something to do with a ship blocking the Suarez Canal or something? Was that part of it? No.
I think they would have flown them over instead of putting them on ships, to be
Yeah.
honest. That made more sense.
I'm just saying things now.
Oh, that's good that you brought up the Suarez Canal, though. That's good.
Do you remember that was a
Has
thing?
that been during our time?
That's been during this time, yeah.
Ah,
So many things are going. The world's crazy now. You've got YouTubers fighting boxers. You've got guys tweeting and making people millionaires overnight.
And losing millionaires overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've just got bad boat drivers.
Bad boat
canals. Yeah.
Canals. You know, the UK's got a lot of canals, and those guys are currently free. They get to go out.
He's doing it.
They can go out. They can do what they want. It's good. It's nice seeing all my mates from back home just being able to kick about and actually enjoy themselves. Scotland, so I know the Scottish figures because, you know, we're a decent country, and we've still got 400 cases a day, and I think like 3 people dying, and they're like, yeah, that's fine, don't worry about it. We got 11 cases today down here, and we lost our shit.
Yeah,
we couldn't believe it. But yeah, they're all out.
Was there a conspiracy or something about it's something to do with the state of emergency? Was that a conspiracy thing, or was that?
Oh, because they want to extend the state of emergency.
Yeah, it's like,
we've been watching 7 News again.
I'm just a conspiracy
theorist. I watched the 7 News broadcast about the whole thing, and I was very surprised at how central they were. And I was actually like impressed, and it's sad that I was impressed that one of our main news networks had a semi-centralist view on whatever they were reporting, and I was like, oh. Good for Channel 7 News.
Do me a favor. Go on YouTube and type in 7 News and look at every title of every single video. You know what? I'll do it right now. You guys talk away to yourself.
Speaking of news, do you know what I like? I love in Australia, the project.
The project's pretty good.
Delivered different. I wish we had that in the UK. The project is outrageously good.
Project's really good because it's in the mainstream line. There's
I like how
four corners on ABC, and they'll pick 4. I haven't watched it in years, but like 4 people that have very different outlooks on a specific idea. So if it was something to do with like, I don't know,
it's like us, but
Arabic headpieces, right? You'd have like a Christian person, a conservative politician, a Muslim person, and then like a fucking young Labour person or something like that. Like all very different looks at the centralized topic, and then they all give their opinions and their discussions and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right.
And it's real cool because it's on ABC, so it's pretty unbiased to a certain degree, and they try and give everyone a voice.
I love it when you see shit like that and they're just going at each other. Do you know what I love? When I feel sorry if you're a politician. If you're a politician and you go on the news and you get interviewed, you know you're just going to get torn apart.
Oh, so I've been
politicians get so much shit. I mean, they probably deserve it, but like I have watched some politician interviews. I'm like, this is painful. Like they're always, and then they'll just talk over them. And, yeah, but what about this? And then they'll try and explain themselves. And I feel sorry for politicians sometimes. They're all pricks.
Andrew Martin in the UK was like really known for doing that back home.
Yeah.
Anyway, 7 News. I will say it's a lot more centralized than I thought it was going to be.
There we go. You got to pick and choose. You're doing the exact same thing. Channel 7 News.
2 titles. I have picked out 2 titles. I will say out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm 12 on my screen right now. 10 of them are absolutely fine. Okay. But then we've got
back again.
But then we've got Donald Trump's big return. I've not noticed Donald Trump's big return at all. Have you? No. Then, wait a minute, Dave. Fucking calm down because this gets me angry. Scottish reporter tricked into wearing protective gear to hold koala.
I've seen that video. I think I've seen that video. That's a superb video.
It's absolutely class. But yeah, 7 News, you're a lot more central than I thought you were. I'm sorry. I take it back.
They're not, but...
their titles are now. Sky News, though. Let's do one of them.
Oh, mate. I was watching Sky. Right. So, Sky News report, right, in the comments of just the most recent. And the actual Sky News video was pretty unbiased. It was just, there was no reporting over the top. It was just grabs from today's presser. And the comments was this long-ass thing about how Dan Andrews didn't actually hurt his back and it's all a conspiracy.
Oh yeah, I heard this.
And then fuck me. The whole thing was so fucked. I love it. It's like COVID has brought out all kinds of walks of life. And I'm not going to say that they're crazies or anything like that because we
They're
don't
so
know.
fucking crazy.
We don't know, mate. In 5 years'
I'm
time,
saying it, they're
could you
crazy.
imagine, right? In 5 years' time, if there's actually like a fucking overlording government and we're all fucking pawns and all these fucking weirdos are like, oh, I told you so. You should have listened to us. And we're sitting there with our fucking Pfizer jabs.
5G,
5G waves.
So
if you start talking against them, they just press a button, you get electric shock.
it's Sky News.
God.
Their fourth video up. The title of this video is Greta Thunberg's dishonest, alarmist rubbish is tragically destroying young people.
Oh my God.
She's like a 15, 16-year-old girl, man. Jesus.
Is she the chick who wants to save the world?
Yeah, she's passionate about the environment and she's fucking on the spectrum and they're throwing her under the bus like that. Jesus.
Two things about her that, if it's but two things I love about her. Fatboy Slim sampled her speech.
Right here, right now.
Yeah, which I absolutely love. And then didn't she roast Donald Trump or something?
Absolutely.
Was it like he told her she needs to chill or something like that? And then years later, when he's freaking out because he's lost the election.
Yeah,
was it? Yeah.
Yeah,
But you just is it just me or you don't hear about America now? Remember when Donald Trump was the president, and you literally hear about him without fail every week.
Well, they're not doing amazing.
They're not doing it.
Biden's not that great. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is he not?
And with regards to like COVID, they've went through like 1, 2, 3 waves, but they aren't as good as the waves on your island, Dave, aren't they?
Oh,
they are some.
I actually
waves.
hate him. You know, he's too good at this. Every other podcast is just like real painful stretch. Just rolling off the tongue. Yes, life on the island is yes, it's a simple life. I wake up in the morning, I go to work, I come home, I drink sangria with my amigos. I don't. I just go.
So take me through a Dave day.
A day with Dave.
Well, day with Dave. If anyone wants, we should run a competition. You can have a day with Dave. Come on.
No one would do that.
That'd be unbelievable. Get Danny to get Base Maggie to sponsor it. Put you up for accommodation. $50 bar tab. A day with Dave. Social media, mate. Oh,
we'll fly you from anywhere in the world.
Dave Day is amazing. Dave Days became such a thing up here because, like, obviously I work quite a lot. So if I get a day off, because I'll normally be working on my days off as well to some extent. But if I get a full day off, I'm like, right, the world can get fucked. I'm doing whatever I want. Dave Day is amazing. And it's just all about me. Everyone else could get fucked. Won't look at my phone. Won't look at my emails. Like someone will be like, send you an email. I'm like, I don't give a shit. It can wait. I think a problem. Yeah, it seems like a problem. If you want to answer now, well, fuck yeah. Yeah, I've became such a strong believer in that. I was reading something the other day where it's like companies are being pushed to, I forget what the wording is, but it's like you need to be able to switch off. Yeah. And like it's becoming a bigger movement because it is fucking annoying when you're on your day off and you're like, oh, I've got to think about work, and that mental disconnection is. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's going well, mate. Obviously, the weather's cooling down on the island. It's so funny, though, because I was speaking to my mum the other day, and she was like, it's obviously summer, going into summer back in the UK. She's like, oh, yeah, I think it'll get up to 26 today. And I was like, it's 23 degrees here and raining, and it's our winter. You know what I mean? It just really, but it is weird. Like, I've definitely climatized, like, it's getting down to like 21 degrees and we're freezing. It's so weird how your body changes. And I
hate you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm making
15 degrees here. 15?
I sound like an absolute wanker, but it is really weird. Like it's 21 degrees. You start walking around the jeans. I get excited to wear jeans now. But apparently July, it gets really cold here. It'll probably go down to 20 degrees.
Fuck you. You fucking cunt. My mate, you know, Ollie. Fucking Ollie was going for a smoke the other day. Had a smoke, puffed out, and kept puffing, and smoke kept coming out. It was just the fucking like mist and fog.
I found that weird in Melbourne. Ridiculous. Though. I found that so funny in Melbourne. It'd be like it'd be like 14 degrees or 15 degrees and everyone's walking around in woolly hats. It's like you don't dig out a woolly hat
fashion.
back in England. And yeah, it is like walk around with a woolly hat and shorts on. It's like, this makes no sense.
Boys, can I just interject? My watch has just told me that it's my grand's birthday, who died 3 years ago. So happy birthday, Gran.
I was about to say, you should say, we should do a shout out for
homies. Pulling out
pulling out into my mouth. Happy birthday, Gran.
There you go. To JJ's Grant.
Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret, Dave.
I love secrets.
So
but it's not a secret once you tell someone. It's out there, isn't it?
You're good at words.
And we're on a podcast, mate. So
yeah. So the secret is specifically for you, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
The content we're banging out is top quality, eh? Segues, surprises.
So
it's the one about a walk through my front door.
I was about to walk through your front door.
Nah.
I was meant to be coming up to see you, but lockdown happened.
What?
Yeah, me and Matt were arranging so that I was going to come up and see you during the Mashd'n'Kutcher gig. Yeah.
So you would go be at the gig?
I was going to be at the gig, yeah, to come and see you.
That is outrageous. This makes me even more sad. Fuck you.
So
fuck COVID.
COVID fucked it, but I was meant to come up and see you. I've not seen Dave. How long's it been now?
Well, I don't know. But if you check in your bathroom,
Go.
There's nothing there. Oh my God.
There's someone breaking and entering.
Way.
This has just been a fake like virtual background the whole time. I've just been sneaking around an island.
My wall
has got the new laptop. It can do all kinds of things in the background.
The wall behind me raises and there's actually an audience and shit like that. Who does that? Graham Norton? Graham Norton does that. Yeah.
Dave gives the fright of his life and he's like, oh, my number's up. Talking about your numbers being up, bingo's coming back.
Yes, Boozy Bingo at Base has we've done it once a month-ish, once every 5 weeks, thereabouts.
Yeah, we're just trying to get
I'm getting another beer. One of my sexy Coronas. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, right. His place.
Remember, your headphones are connected to the computer, Dave. There we go.
You can't, like, we're not in cold Melbourne. We have to.
You have to
in the
keep
fridge
yours in the fridge
because it gets too warm if I leave it out. Yeah, I've even got. You seen this? If you're watching. I like it when people
go get your Corona.
Got a little,
go on.
Oh, I forgot. Shut up. Go, hurry up.
Get your Corona.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, Boozy Bingo. We were due to do one at the moment, as in where we are right now on the 7th, in 4 days. However, lockdown, yay. And we don't know that we're going to come out of lockdown in a capacity that's socially acceptable to be doing a bingo. So even if we were allowed to open the bars and all that, it wouldn't be appropriate for us to be running around and jumping on tables and screaming lyrics. So we're not going to do it this Friday, unfortunately, but we are still going to go ahead with bingo when COVID restrictions permit, which will be you, me, Glenn, and whoever's on the bingo bitch chair fucking getting pissed and having a good time.
Well, I've got a surprise for you. I was meant to fly down for this bingo. I was going to be there.
Bollocks.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or not.
No, I'm definitely lying. Fuck that.
Could you imagine you're in the wrong place? You were both trying to visit each other. It's like, fuck.
I live on a tropical island where it's 21 degrees when it's cold. Fuck you guys. I'm not coming to Melbourne.
Yeah, don't
Dave's
surprise
had
us
one too many
during
beers. Dave's had too many beers.
Yeah.
I 1.5 Coronas.
Yeah. I do miss bingo. I miss bingo so much.
So do I.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I think we've spoken about this before, but you knew that you were going to move, Dave. So you're trying to teach me how to, because it's not just DJing, it's also doing all these, like you have to listen for trigger words and there's hand signals to be able to do everything. And you were trying to teach me how to do it. And every time I came and met you to learn how to do it, we got so drunk that I didn't remember being there.
Yes.
And it was a real problem.
It's a great learning technique. Make yourself exclusive by absolutely getting the replacement Stephen drunk, and that way I'm valued more.
That's it.
You needed me. Yeah. I would like to get behind those decks one more time.
I'd like to get behind the decks up in the islands. I'd like to do that.
Well, we should do that if you come up. Like the island when you get on. up here, and we do. It goes off, man. And the pool parties we do, they're pretty cool.
Let's do summer. Let's go in summer.
Talk about the birds at said pool parties. Safety.
Flamingos. There are parakeets.
Kookaburras.
Other flamingo. Are there lots of flamingos?
There can be, yes. Yes.
I don't know if we're talking about ladies or birds now.
Isaac's having a stroke.
Talking in code.
Yeah.
Angela. I'll beep that one out. I want it all.
Shut up.
So anyway, it's been a while. So speaking of news, we should do our news article.
Oh, you say this like we discussed it beforehand. I didn't.
Whoa. You cut us off. Like you cut other people's hair off sometimes because we're going to discuss barbering as well.
Yes,
guys, that is 6 for 6. I have absolutely nailed it today. I am taking that.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I've been doing barbering in my spare time. So I am a strong believer in learning as many skills as humanly possible. I'd say that.
Counting isn't one of them. But established that.
Hey, Dave, 8 times 3, go.
Pressure.
It's the same question as before.
Did he say 34?
What did he say?
He said 34. It's the same one as before.
Let me just get the calculator. 24.
24 is the answer.
There you go.
Yeah,
Any
so
maths teachers out there who want to...
Questions are not Dave's strong point, but they are my strong point. This is a shameless plug for trivia that I host every Friday, Saturday night whilst we're in lockdown. If anyone does want to attend, it's online, it's on Zoom. We play with our phones. There's people that play around the world. If you would like to take part, simply send in a $10 note to the... No, I'm kidding. Just message the Three Schooners page and you can take part whilst the people in Melbourne are in lockdown. Or worldwide, wherever you are, let me know.
It only costs 1,000 safe moon to join.
That's less than 1 cent.
It's actually, it's absolutely.
I'm not doing it. It is actually very good. I'm not just saying that for the sake of it. It is very good. That got me through lockdown last time when I was there.
Man, it's great. So many people take part.
City.
I think we actually killed the man one time. That's not a joke. There was this Canadian guy that played, and we do drinking rules, but he thought he could drink with the rest of us. So we're all Scottish and Australian people, and we know how to drink pretty well. And he got through round 1, and then we just kind of seen him fall over a little bit, and he never got back up. But the camera stayed on. Never heard from him again.
What?
Witness
no, I'm not joking. Never seen him again. But I did do what I previously said to you, Dave, and I did cut you off when we were talking about barbering. So
I've always wanted to do barbering, and I'm just trying to teach myself in my spare time, which I know. So I've managed to start volunteering at hairdressers on the island. So there's no barbers on the island, which is quite tricky. And then if you were to go to a proper barber's, you'd have to get on the ferry to go over to Townsville, and that's like $30, and then the haircut in Australia is like $40. So you've spent like almost $100 on a bloody haircut.
Again, not good at maths, is our Dave. $30 plus $40, $100.
No, almost $100. But then you have to get the ferry back.
You know what? That's $100.
That's exactly $100.
Wait. Is it $30 one way on the ferry?
No, I think it's actually a return. I don't go over.
$70, bitch.
But then you buy things over there, so $100.
Oh, just specifically $30 worth of stuff.
You might get sold a product. Just things.
Miscellaneous things.
Yeah, it's actually a tradition that you have to buy an alcoholic beverage on the ferry. They have a bar on the ferry.
They do. That is fact. You do.
You do have to buy an alcoholic.
How long is the ferry ride?
It could be 5 o'clock in the morning. You go into work and you just got to do it. Buy it.
So how long is the ferry ride?
It takes 20 minutes to get from Townsville to the island.
That's enough for 6 beers.
Yeah, mate, it's great. It's like, oh, it's so beautiful. You'll leave Townsville and then you just going across these crystal blue waters and then you see Magnetic Island in the distance. It's like going to Skull Island or something, but people live there.
Townsville, famously, of course, where the Powerpuff Girls live.
Well, speaking of Townsville, the state of origin is oh shit, that was my news article. Damn it.
That was a terrible segue.
Anyway,
talking about putting balls in the air. State of origin.
But yes, I have been volunteering doing barbering because I want to learn it. It's actually what?
What? There was a layup there, and you went back. You went back.
Oh my god, no.
Anyway, state of origin, yeah.
Fucking state of that segue.
Oh, barber. And I'll be cutting hair at the
state of origin. You stole it, and we've lost millions of dollars of Victorian state revenue. And
what is the state of origin?
Yeah, I was going to say we should let the Australian explain.
I actually don't know. I have no idea.
No interest in it whatsoever.
I have no fucking idea. I didn't know it was a thing until I worked with you English cunts.
So state of origin.
Whoa. What did you say?
You United Kingdom cunts.
He still will hate that as well.
Well, I know where you live.
Legitimately, I did not know what the state of origin was before working at base, I reckon.
So for those listening, I'll have a crack at this.
Everyone get ready.
State of origin is basically New South Wales, which is where Sydney is, the state of New South Wales, where Sydney is, versus Queensland, which is the state I now live in. And it's all the rugby league players from all various teams, but they'll get the ones who have all been born in New South Wales. They can all play for the New South Wales team, and all the rugby players who were born in Queensland can play for the Queensland team. So in the normal league, they could all play for different teams, but once a year, they will pick up the banner for their birthplace. And yeah, the north of Australia will do battle with the south of Australia. But
so it's New South Wales versus Queensland.
Yeah.
Why do they play in Melbourne?
Because Melbourne's like the sporting capital of Australia, isn't it?
Oh, that's bollocks. But why do people care then?
But then the question I had was, well, why don't you have like Melbourne involved? And the reason you don't
rugby sucks.
Well, yeah, this is how divided Australia is. Like in Melbourne, it's all about AFL, which for those listeners, Australian football, Aussie rules, which is crazy.
I don't enjoy it, but it is one of the oldest codes of sport in the world.
It's a crazy sport.
Technically a code of sport before football was.
Really?
Yes.
It's a crazy sport. I didn't like it.
With set of rules, with an agreed upon set of rules, Australian rules football was not like, but football's based off of when the Aztecs kicked basketballs and all that bullshit.
Kicked basketballs?
Fucking soccer.
Why would the Aztecs have basketballs?
Because Aztecs had like a weird sport where they kicked things into like a basketball net. It was like kind of where soccer kind of is weird. I don't know. But, and I remember doing assignments on this in high school. Aussie rules football as a code of sport that had agreed upon rules and a league was before any formal soccer league with the same set of rules. Soccer obviously had roots that came from other sports from fucking hundreds and hundreds of years prior, but soccer as a sport that is known as soccer or as football or as whatever the natives call it did not exist before Aussie rules football.
I think the rules of football you probably so for that. So just
wait, Dave, you're breaking up quite bad just now, mate.
Okay, good. I thought that was me.
Go again, Dave.
Robot Dave. Did you join Daft Punk?
Hello.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
So to put it into Aussie rules is it one of the biggest pitches in any sport? Like the pitch they play on is bigger than a football field or an NFL field.
I think it's one of the biggest. Cricket.
Is it?
Well, MCG, I assume so.
But they will literally smash each other. Like they'll jump on each other. Like a legal move, not illegal. A perfectly fine rule is to jump up on someone else's shoulders to catch the ball. And you were like, you could pretty much knee the opponent in the head. And like, they don't wear any protective clothing or anything. And there's 18 players per team. So there's like shitloads of players on each team. It's crazy.
I have no idea. You're just saying a bunch of words.
Yeah. And then they've got to bounce the ball every so many yards. If they're running with the ball, they've got to bounce it to, I think it's 5 or 10 yards. I don't know.
Listen, guys, Isaac's absolutely correct when he says that the rules for Aussie rules were put together before soccer, as some people would know here.
Are you trying to say we've actually got something right for once?
Yeah. In 1859 is when the rules first came together and it was first officially played. May in 1859 was Aussie rules. And for our football, Dave, that was 1863. It was 4 years before AFL.
Do you know what fact I couldn't handle the other day? Really got to me.
Most of them.
Jens, if you're listening. Fuck you. We English didn't invent cricket. Was that true?
Oh, who cares? It's cricket. Like, come on. It's the most boring sport ever.
It is. I played cricket when I was over in WA, and then they were like, I was living with a family, and they were like, they were mad into cricket, and they were like, you're gonna play with us. We need an extra person on the team. So I was like, yeah, go on then. And they dragged me into it. And then the other team were like, you've got a bloody Pom. He'll know cricket. Yeah, Pom is what they call British people in Australia.
English.
They were like, English. And they go, they've got a bloody Pom. He's going to, they were leaving me on till last. They were leaving me on till last because I was absolutely shit at cricket. But yeah, they saw me warming up and all the other teams like, the Pom, he's their secret weapon. And then they saw me practicing at the side of the field, just missing the ball over and over again. They were like, we got nothing to worry about. He's fucking shit. So yeah.
The only way to play cricket is tippity, where if you hit it, you have to run.
I honestly don't know what that means. It
is boring. You stand around there for fucking ages just doing nothing. And then one of the guys like, it's like playing chess. It's really strategic. I'm like, mate, I've studied.
What do you mean it's strategic? You try and get sixes all the time. If you could physically always get sixes, you would. Chess, it's not like you always get checkmate. Anyways, let's segue.
Let's strategically move on to Isaac's news article this week. What have we got?
I don't have one.
I feel like we should have.
I said this before. I forgot we did news articles.
I feel like we should have a little theme tube for like news article of the week.
News article of the week. There we go.
Dun. I've got one. Wait.
You just done yours.
But do you know what is outrageous? So, okay. The Townsville Arenas won it or whatever, and they can only have a capacity of 17,000. I think that's because of COVID. So what the local council or government have decided to do is, if you're coming up to watch it and you can't get in the arena, they've just set up tents by the stadium, and they come with a mattress, and they literally look like tents from like, I don't know, a military operation. And you get a mattress, and they're charging $285 for you to stay in this tent.
And what? Listen to the game,
or you're just outside the arena or something. It's just
right.
The fact that they're charging $285 for a fucking tent is absolutely ridiculous.
I got something that's almost a news article. It's more so a recommendation.
Okay.
It is currently Monday when this comes out, Tuesday. And then on Friday...
I like how you presume that I'm editing all this in one night.
Editing? Can you do the bits and then it comes out?
Yeah. All we do is talk, leave JJ with all the work and be like, JJ, have it ready by tomorrow.
Right. He's able to trade crypto for half of his work day, I'm sure. Right. No, but this Friday... new Disney Plus series Loki comes out.
Wednesday. Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Is it this week? No way.
This week, Wednesday.
2 days away.
2 days away, boys.
That's fucked.
Have you watched them all so far? So WandaVision.
All the Lokis. Yeah, I've seen all of the Lokis.
No, I mean WandaVision and...
Have you watched MODOK yet?
No, but
I've seen it advertised.
I'm going to stream through it when I am using basil to cook my food.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
With flamingos.
When you go into the toilet in the past tense, did you poo? No, I.
pooped?
Doesn't matter. You didn't do a poo. You done not a big. And you're Scottish. No, I weed.
Are you broken?
That was amazing. That was actually class. You can all go fuck yourselves. Anyway,
what's your news headline today?
Modoc's cracking. Also, Loki, I've heard rumours. So the first reviews came out of it from the people that, like the critics, and they've given it top marks. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's very weird. The what is it? The showrunner or whatever was just like, make it weirder. That script, not weird enough. It needs to be weirder.
I thought WandaVision was very good. That was very weird to begin with. I was like, what is going on here? And I thought WandaVision was done so well. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, again, love that.
It made me like them as characters, which was hard because they're such shit characters.
Yeah.
But I think you mean Captain America, boys. Spoiler alert.
Fair.
Wyatt Russell.
Based off of official Disney documentation, we now call him Captain America. And then if both Captain Americas are being talked about, then you talk about them both as so-and-so Captain America and so-and-so Captain America.
Also, fun little thing is that when they were going through the adverts and all that for Loki, there's a little section in it that's got a little bit like a government document about Loki. And it's got like his age and everything about him. When it comes to gender, it's just a big question mark. So in the comics, he can shapeshift between a man and a woman all the time. And there's thoughts that it might start happening a lot.
Well, there's Lady Loki, and she is an alternate timeline version of Loki. That's from my understanding.
But also Loki shapeshifts into women and things like that, and that's why they can't lock him down as a gender because they don't know what he is. He might have just have chosen to be a man for our purposes of getting to know him. See, so that's that.
I actually really like Loki as a character.
Loki's probably my favorite of any Marvel character apart from Iron Man.
Come on, Tony Stark's a fucking legend.
I'm going to give a shout out for War Machine. War Machine's just, I don't know.
Why?
War Machine's so good.
What?
He's just like Iron Man, but like a bit more raw, like guns, weapons, like the bullets, explosions. It's Tony Stark.
He's War Machine is Iron Man with no attitude, and the whole point of it. Oh, come on. Anyway, anywho, segue. This is my segue onto my news article this week. This will come out on midnight tonight, which is Tuesday morning. And about 32 hours after that, 27 hours after that, will be the Apple WWDC keynote. Now, that means Worldwide Developer Conference. And usually what they do is they talk about new software. So they'll talk about the new iOS platform for your phone, for your if you've got an iPad.
Does this mean all our phones are going to get slower and say they have no storage and they're just going to be shit?
That'll happen in September, but they're announcing that they're doing that.
I actually, everyone, delay. Like all the tech nerds get really excited for it. I'm like, oh great, my expensive phone's about to get shitter.
So that's happening. But what I'm excited about, when we done our last podcast, I was still running my old MacBook, which was from 2012. It was 9 years old and it was getting a bit long in the tooth. It was really hard to edit podcasts and things like that. But I've since got the new MacBook Pro 13-inch M1, like top of the range one. I've really been wanting it for a long time, saved up for it. Actually, Dogecoin bought me this. Going back
Dogecoin or SafeMoon?
Dogecoin bought me this.
Right. So the money you made from Dogecoin bought you, if you don't mind me, how much are these M1s?
This was 3,500.
You are going to be fucked in the ass when tax time comes.
It's okay. I'm just going to edit all this. So no one's
can you get taxed for crypto?
Oh, don't get. I was actually going to talk about this. We'll
talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, afterwards. Okay. It's horrible. 3.5. Oh no, you know what? My overall losses now, I think, would negate it, Isaac. Absolutely. If I was, I think it would at this point.
Oh God.
But the new MacBooks are going to get announced on Wednesday morning for us, Tuesday for the rest of the world. And they are going to be obscene, absolutely obscene, the amount of power going into these things. it's not just the power. Like they deal with things like video editing and music production and things like that really well, but the battery life. Holy,
because these are the pros, right? They didn't release pros back then, did they?
No, this is I've got a pro now, but they're bringing out the new one. So they've done it.
New ones in 6 months.
Yeah. So they put the M1 chips inside the old bodies.
Okay.
And then we're coming out with a new one that's going to bring the HDMI port back, things like that. But updated graphics cards, it's going to be unbelievable.
I'm still rolling with a 2011 MacBook.
And honestly, man, buy a
second hand.
Buy even the new MacBook Air. This base model.
I do really want one. I just can't afford it. They're so expensive. But can you not get payment plans? We're really plugging Apple here.
Yeah. It's like I think the MacBook Air.
Apple, if you're listening,
they always are.
Yeah.
I think the MacBook Air base model is like $1,400. It'll last you a long time, Dave. I can't. Anyone else?
Do you know what? I saw someone today, actually. I saw someone on their MacBook today, and they had do you remember when it was a thing where they cover up the camera that I've just done there? And they put a bit of tape over the camera. What was all that about?
Hackers.
It's still a thing.
Yeah, it's still a thing. People are worried that people are going to watch them jack off when they're watching child porn. Come on, just watch your child porn in peace. It's fine.
I mean,
Jesus Christ. I hope your mum... Hi, Isaac's mum, because she always listens. She's going to hear this.
I love Isaac.
And if great. Not, Bella, Isaac's sister, please show, because you always listen to this, please show your mum this.
I'm going to open another beer now.
That's me being disowned. I happened
ages ago. What do you mean?
That's going to happen at WWDC.
So it's basically, it sounds like a wrestling thing. So it's basically a conference where people who adore Apple wank off over Apple.
Yeah,
no, it's worldwide develop. I thought it was all.
Oh, sorry.
No. It's just Apple.
Oh, that's wank. Fuck it.
Worldwide developer conference for Apple.
Are Apple that good anymore?
Yeah, man. This laptop's unlike anything.
To be fair, the M1 chips, as someone who not hates Apple, hasn't owned an Apple device since the iPhone 3GS. I was tempted to potentially buy the M1 range of MacBooks. They are revolutionary.
Do you know what's mad for me? It's just like, I have thought about switching from Apple before, but it's just like, it just feels like an effort. So I've got to buy.
I'm so inside.
I like ease of use, and if you use it across multiple devices, they talk to each other in a way that's just uniformed. And
I'm going to be an arsehole here, right? But I'm talking to you on the M1 Mac. My work phone is an iPhone 8. My phone for myself is iPhone 12 Pro Max. I've got by my side with notes on it. I've got an iPad. I've got an Apple Watch on. And it all talks to each other. I was watching the fight today and someone sent me something so that I could watch it on my computer absolutely legally. And I just clicked it and it said share to iPad. And it moved to iPad and it opened it up like instantly. And
yeah, I do like how user friendly they are. Like everything's just kind of easy. But then
it's like a cult though. If you're not fully involved, you miss out.
Yeah,
we've got Apple TV at work, and the only computers that can talk to it are our Macs in the back of the office, kind of thing.
Yeah, there's like certain things I offer. It's like if I want to watch it, I can only AirPlay it. Yeah, I find that really fucking annoying.
One of my favorite things is I've got the MacBook and I've got the iPad, and if for some reason I've got both of them with me, and I need to say that the Notion takes me to make a song or something like that, and sometimes I use two screens, so I've got three screens set up here, but I can use my iPad as a second screen, and I just move things onto that, and like all my production stuff is on the iPad. And
I won't lie. When you gave me the Apple Watch, I thought I was like, I don't need an Apple Watch. Why would I need an Apple Watch? Got one. I was like, these things are absolutely fucking amazing. Yeah, and I've got the Series 2, the real old one.
Yeah, you've got Series 2 one. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I want to buy like a new one.
Yeah, the new one should be coming out September, October time. So wait till then.
So what was that? The 7?
7, yeah. And it's going to be a flat design, and it's going to be real nice. Yeah. Anyway,
let's
guys,
stop sucking Apple's dick. Because they put a bunch of Americans out of work or something back in 2016 17. I don't know. I'm just trying to shit on that.
Cool. That's fine. Do you want to do?
Apple are in?
Oh, for fuck's sake, he's back.
Apple are in one of those companies.
Right, we were doing a segue. It's typical Dave doing a segue, and you ruined.
I feel like I just wanted to say, I feel like Apple are one of those companies where people hate them, and like Facebook is almost in the same category. Like people kind of hate Mark Zuckerberg and
but then he shut down Donald Trump, and now everyone thinks Facebook's all right again.
It's cool now.
Apple and Facebook are. I promise you, from Tuesday we'll go to war. The Apple will come
absolutely.
out. Yeah. So Apple will come out.
They already are, because Apple's turned off all of the tracking shit.
Yeah.
So they've made advertise, like Facebook and Google advertising, very, very difficult. And then Facebook keeps like putting out dodgily written biased ads being like, oh, Facebook's making it hard for us to talk, and Apple's making it hard for us to talk to you properly. It's like, no, it's making it hard for you to give us like private information. That Apple's doing what every telco should have done years ago.
And after this WWDC, the new version, so you see the new version of software for your iPad and laptop and stuff. And I promise you, they're going to absolutely stop them doing everything. Absolutely. And you'll see a huge backlash from Facebook. Not stop you using Facebook, just stop them from tracking you.
Yeah.
So on my
Apple
laptop
can track you. That's fine.
Apple can track me. Apple Track, great website to look at good Apple rumors by a guy called Sam Cole. He does a great podcast called Genius Bar.
We should get him on.
With John Prosser. I'd love to. They're really cool guys. Okay, right, guys. We've went a bit over our time. So we have. It's been wonderful talking to both of you again in this capacity. Isaac, would you like to do the social meds? Which, by the way, I'm putting, that's Dave's responsibility. With all the social media.
I mean, we don't have a lot of content for him to post. So
what are you talking about? I send him pictures of me every day.
So we've got our Instagram and our Facebook. It's THE then 3 the number. Wait, no, what is it now? Wait.
I've actually forgotten it myself.
Is it the 3 Schooners or the? Because obviously we got shut down by the whole Google.
So our Instagram is and then the number 3 Schooners.
Yeah, they all are. All right, excellent. So it's, as I said, then the number 3, then Schooners across Instagram and Facebook. And that's where we post all of our information about new episodes, new topics. So we'll put out questions. And one of the things that we're going to get better at is getting your feedback, right? Because this is a conversation. It's not us broadcasting. We want to know what you want to talk about. So whether it's a poll, whether it's a question, whether it's a fucking, I don't know, something in whatever Instagram.
A new cryptocurrency.
A new cryptocurrency. Who knows?
Were we being serious about that? Like we actually have to take an interest in what they want to hear?
Absolutely. No, if we got to the point where we post something and then we get five bits being like, oh my God, Dave's hair's nice, but Isaac's the handsome one. Yeah.
Oh, we have Jenny's wrote in. She wanted to do a whole episode about Dave and his skincare regime.
Also, can we just wait? If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure 2 people wanted us to talk about your shit new hair.
What? Was it me and you?
No, legitimately, Dave, get your phone right now. Real quickly. Is it right in front of you? Go to Instagram. Go to the 3 Schooners.
Yeah.
Then go to your likes.
Okay.
And then you'll see your 2 responses from the post that you did.
Can you please read them both out?
Our good friend, G-Mac, George Mackay, responded to your question, which the question was, what do you want us to talk about? And she put Dave's shit hair. and then the second question was from one of our other friends, Danny Lawrence, which is not Dave's hair.
So to conclude, we need to talk about it real quickly. Dave, what have you done to your hair? Get it blonde again. It's the one time where you're allowed to have blonde hair because you're on an island and like blonde tips are a thing on an island.
Our logo.
Don't defend yourself. You're not allowed to defend yourself. This is us roasting you.
Our logo's Dave, and now you're Dave. You know,
corporate Dave, boring Dave,
corporate Dave on an island.
business, Dave. On it. Yeah, just wear like a suit and a tie and then shorts.
Well, yes. So yeah, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, all that good shit. Talk about Dave's shit hair. That'd be great. All that kind of stuff. We also have an Etsy with our fucking t-shirts on there. If you want to grab one of those.
Just on that one about the
You want to tell them what it is?
No.
It's in the link tree on our Instagram. It's fun.
Okay.
When we were working together back
in
St Kilda, and we have that system, what is it, Muse or whatever it is, GoKey, and you can send out a message to everyone in the hostel. And then it was something like ours, like sent out a message like, if you go down to the bar and quote Dave's shit hair or something,
you get a free
tell
drink.
the bartender you get a free drink. So then I was just behind the bar, like probably hungover or something, minding my own business, kind of fragile. Then people are coming down like, are you Dave? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you got shit hair. And I'm like, what? Well, fuck you, man. Fuck you, buddy. And then so I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, to one of the staff members, I'm like, you're fucking that guy. Just let my hair with shit. And then like someone else would come down and be like, you Dave? Yeah. All right, mate. Yeah, you got fucking shit hair. I'm like, what is going on?
I think, why are we not using this to advertise the podcast?
Oh, well, with all 30 guests, why not?
Man. 29 more listens than we normally get.
Fair.
No, do you know what? It's really weird. We've been gone for so long, yet the amount of listens have went up, and I have no idea why. So people are just listening to the old ones. I don't know what's going on.
Listening to them. My friend Johnny, shout out to Johnny. He loves listening to them. He gives me so much shit.
I want to make a list of how many people Dave shouts out. Like, just shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Billy. Oh, shout out to my uncle. Oh, shout out to
Dave opens the Bible. Shout out to Abraham.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, sister. 30 minutes later, and my second cousin, Steve. Hi to you.
And shout out to Stevie G.
That guy that once gave me 50 pence for the bus. I think his name was Greg. Thanks.
£50. How expensive a bus
50p.
is?
It was a cheap time. Okay, let's get the fuck away from
Anyways, right. Thanks for listening. My name's Isaac, and it's goodbye from me.
My name is David, and it's a goodbye from me.
My name is JJ, and I'd just like to remind everyone that always, when you go to McDonald's, buy a chicken nugget Happy Meal, but the spicy one. Bye-bye.